G'day, it's Ninja here. Got Oana.
Yes.
Oana's here today. Oana's got a little bit of a foot problem. Can you tell us about your foot and how it occurred?
So it occurred maybe three days ago
Yep.
on Sunday. I went to a dance workshop and did a bit of jumping, and I started getting a bit of pain
around
here and just traveling a bit in the lower leg, just above the ankle. It's getting better, but it's still a bit lingering.
Yeah. So so we're going to do some work on it, try and help it clear and get rid of some pain, I reckon. So we're just going to treat Oana in a natural foot posture, so seated. So tell me exactly where, can you point to where that spot originated from, roughly?
Here.
About in there?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to, just with my finger, start to explore, push into there. That one?
Mm-hmm.
That's sore, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just, I just use my finger so I can kind of, instead of just throwing the elbow straight in or whatever, you're not going to be able to put as much pressure just with a finger. So we can kind of get a starting point and start to work it. So even I can see Oana's just naturally just moving her toes a little bit just to try and help the situation out.
Yeah, a bit of active release.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but I'm trying to kind of engage for a start and work into those tissues where it's kind of been damaged a little bit and try and help calm it down and see if I can be of assistance. So I'm going to push to the side a bit. That hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm pushing more to the side there. I can kind of feel I can get next to one of those tendons, bones coming down there, and I can push that to the side and I can really pin it. Feels like I can engage with it really well. Into there. So I'm kind of going down a little bit towards the toe. Does that feel like it's good?
Feels good. Yeah.
If I go up.
Up is
more.
Up is more.
Yeah. So I'm just going
With
to
those metatarsals, I think.
Yeah. So I'm just going to get the thumb in here now. How's that? Hurting?
A bit more intense.
More intense. So Wow. So tell me about the workshop, the dance. What are you doing? What sort of? Why were you jumping?
While we were jumping, we were jumping amongst other stuff.
Yeah.
The theme was fierce and fragile.
Fierce and fragile.
Yeah.
So were you fierce and fragile?
We were just exploring the fragility, like being vulnerable, and that can be like a source of fierce wisdom.
Yeah.
If you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
Sort of learn to soften into resistance.
Yeah.
That helps you to cultivate like compassion towards you and others.
Yeah, it's such an important thing. Yeah, if you want to evolve, I think it's important because a lot of times like we can stay juvenile in our behaviour by our belief system. We believe somebody is something, but we don't fully understand why they believe something or act a certain way and things like that, and we just judge, and that's not an evolved position, is it? Like we want to get understanding of people and acceptance of people because we've got understanding, and it's a really evolved thing you're doing there. So encourage you to keep on going on that pathway. I've been trying to do, I think that's a thing to do when we want to grow up. We don't want to just be having tantrums and doing manipulation and trying to get our own way. We're trying to kind of understand our emotions and then try to, balance some of those emotions that we've had from the past or collapse some of those belief systems, and then we can forecast better when we go into different situations in the future. We don't have to respond in a juvenile kind of way, in that way that we have done in the past. We can be more considered and more understanding of others, get a better perspective on things. A lot of times when we are really emotional, we're one-sided with our emotions. We're blind to the other side, whether it's infatuation and elation or if it's anger and resentment. We can be blind to, the downsides if we're, elated and infatuated, but we can also be blind when we're angry and resentful. So yeah, so you can balance that stuff up and see the benefits where you're seeing none, or the downsides when you're just seeing all benefits. It's a better way to be. And DiMartini I'm talking about here, the guy I've been kind of doing work with for over 20 years now. So still working on it though. I'm not a master of my emotions by any means. And
ongoing work for everyone.
Ongoing work, yeah. And with this sort of work, emotional work too, you kind of don't. Doesn't mean that you're cold and things like that. Yeah, or you don't have any fun. It doesn't mean that at all. It just sort of means you're just trying to upgrade your behaviour. Because you're not doing dumb stuff. One of the things DiMartini says, when emotion is high, intelligence is low. So when intelligence is low, you're more likely to do dumb things, make bad decisions, or respond in a way that could be have an outcome that's not what you want, not what you desire. So if you can do some work, then when you don't have that hair trigger that you perhaps have in the past, when things remind you of certain situations that have created some trauma in the past, you can navigate it better. How am I going? I'm just sort of intuitively going along that foot a bit.
Yeah, it was a bit more intense lower,
yeah.
And now it's a bit better from there.
So I think I might come out of here and then go up into this bit here where you were kind of saying it's up through there. How's it feel?
Feels freer. Yeah. Just above the toes. Yeah.
So where are you noticing it now?
I think just a little bit here.
Yep. Oh, you want to stand up? Stand up for this one. Can you get a shot from there, Leo, or you want to come down here? So I'm just going to get the left thumb so Leo can see. So I'm going to go into that crease. So go forwards a little bit and just stay there. Just knee forwards, just so it opens that space, and I can and just stay there. Let me drop into that. That's giving you curry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to stay there for a bit in that softened position. Then I can, now Oana's just intuitively just moving a little bit. And like the movements don't have to be big. Like they're really little movements a lot of times, but when you kind of are experiencing this, the movements feel big. They're magnified a lot. So just little changes. So if I kind of push forwards, or if I push down, that changes. Down. That changes the different bits of tissue that I'm working on, engaging with, but also kind of can mean better results because we're kind of shifting tissue that's stuck or bigger bits of block tissue. So we go for the bigger bits first, try and clear that, and then we can kind of work on the details a bit later. So I'm just changing my angles a little bit. How's that in there, mate? Is good? Yeah. So if I go into your leg bone like that, that's more, or is it more when I go down? Or they both sore?
It's a different sensation, yeah. I think down it's worse. Yeah.
Down's worse, all right. So it might be more the feet that's been giving you problems, all the foot bones. How many bones in the feet, Oana? How many joints?
26 bones.
26 bones?
26 bones. And and over like roughly 100, I think, muscles, tendons, ligaments all together.
Wow.
Such a complex joint.
Yeah, it's a lot packed into a small space.
Yeah.
Got a big job.
And we're on our feet every day.
Yeah.
It's like foundation of a house.
Yeah. And they weren't designed with shoes in mind either, were they? So
nah.
That's one of my little things I say is expose your feet to life, get through those initial inhibitions, where you feel like a bit embarrassed and that of your feet. Gradually do it more and more, and then your feet really work for you rather than it being the start of the rot. So when you're wearing shoes, it really stops you from feeling things, but it also kind of stifles them. It kind of clamps them together. Even wearing socks, I was saying this in another video, it just really pulls your toes together, and our feet are meant to spread like a hand. So Yeah, so it's meant to spread so it can absorb forces, it can feel the ground, it can kind of release and absorb all those ions, you know, the magnetic, electromagnetic fields are meant to be released from the atmosphere down into the earth. And when we're on carpets and floorboards and in shoes, we're insulated from the earth, so we're not getting that natural healing, earthing, grounding done. So, but yeah, but when you're in bare feet, your movements become pure because you stop overstriding, heel striking, slamming your heels because it hurts. You start being more graceful and more in alignment with pure biomechanics. So kick your shoes off. How's it feel?
Feels better as you're going down now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to stretch all that tissue away from where it was bound up. I'm going down towards where you were feeling it initially. Stretching that tissue out. I can really feel a good stretch. Don't have any wax or oil or anything like that on the hands. Just sort of going at the rate the tissue's unraveling out, and it's sort of warming up and stretching it out. And that's the thing. We want to, you know, stretch the myofascial sheets, so the muscle, the fascia around the muscles and around the tendons.
Yeah, they all have nerve endings in them.
Yeah. There we go. That looks pretty good. Look at all that beautiful red blood into this area now. Go down over that toe a little bit. How's that, Oana? Feel good?
Feels lighter.
Yeah.
Much lighter.
Have a bit of a play with that. How's it feel now? Good?
Yeah, ready for another one.
Yeah, ready to dance again?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Oh, come up. Wrap it up. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
You fixed?
Yeah, I'm fixed.
Fixed. Anyway,
Fun.
yeah, thanks for watching our video. Thanks for your support. Like, subscribe, share our videos around. Have a look at the links below. We've got courses to teach you how to do this kind of work. Also fitness courses and a fix it yourself. If you want to fix yourself but you don't live in Melbourne, yeah, buy that course. The most value you'll ever get in a purchase. But anyway.
Thanks, Ninj.
Give us a done.
Done.
Done.